like I'm stressed out, friends. I am. To hell with being cute on camera. Fuck this shit. Today is gonna be a fucking rant. Oh, yes. Let me tell y'all where not to move. If you live in Durham, please, whatever you do, you have a successful career, a piece of a job, pieces of jobs, you get any type of money and got common sense, do not move to the lodge at South Point. That racist bitch, yes, I said it. Whatever the fuck her name is racist. You, any person of color, don't move there. You will have hell on earth. Translation, she'll act like she wants you there because she want the money. But trust me, you gonna have a holy hell. It's the little stuff she gonna start doing that's gonna fuck with you. So whatever you do, fams, do not move there. Move somewhere else. And the quality, the prices that she charging people for a 1 bedroom, you want to charge people like that? And then you wonder why everybody leaving, you raising rents, you racist as fuck, you got hired a racist constable. Don't move there, period. They're located at 1300 Knowles Drive Circle in Durham, North Carolina, across from Target by South Point Mall. Don't move to the lodge at South Point unless you want to deal with a racist, irresponsible, thinks she could talk to people any type of way property manager. I don't give a damn. As long as I'm alive and ticking, I will not rest until that bitch is fired. I have reported her multiple times. Why the fuck is she still there? It's gonna take everything in me before I let this racist bitch win. I'm to the point where I want to literally... I have cried. I have prayed. Why is she still there? I have reported her. I don't know why she's still there. Somebody make it make sense. Because there is no way you should be allowed to be racist, rude, nasty, and ugly and still be a property manager. She wants your money, but she don't want your face there if you're a person of color. Oh, I'm telling y'all, my fams, because everybody report this bitch. And I don't give a fuck if she don't like it. So if it seems like I've been stressed out, fams, audience, I have been, because I've been dealing with this bitch since June the 10th of 2024 when she sent a racist constable to my apartment while I work from home. And I'm minding my business. Never had an issue with police. Never been in trouble. Work hard. Pay my bills on time. Hate paying them late. And when I have paid them late, I've paid the full amount. Because, hey, people checks hit at different times. But then all of a sudden, you hire this racist bitch. I'm getting harassed by the police. I asked to see what proof you have of any lies that you're talking about multiple times, and you refuse to show me. You only want to act like you got some common sense when I tell you I'm moving out and fuck you in professional terms, right? So how does it sound? I go to the meeting. This racist cop, knock. This is story time on my door, loud as fuck. I'm like, who the hell is knocking at my goddamn door? Like they ain't got no sense. Maintenance knock a certain way. I'm like, wait a minute. Police officers have a uniform. Is this constable talking about? I'm like, hold up. What the hell are you talking about? Make it make sense. What man? It's me here. I'm a woman. I don't know what man you're talking about. Make it make sense. You looking for a man. I'm a woman. Ain't no man here. Ain't been no man here in a while. So who you talking about? What you talking about? Well, sir, Make it make sense. If you have all of this on camera, please explain. I mean, I've had an ex-boyfriend I'm allowed to date, but they don't live here. They don't come around like that. They ain't been around in a while. So who you talking about? Next thing I know, this man is hollering, talking about people have the right to feel safe and they apartment and X, Y, and Z, and how some man was harassing people and there was trash and stuff thrown around. Mind you, I moved in that apartment March 2022. Never had an issue with office staff. Never had an issue with any police. Police has only been in my apartment maybe what? Twice. The first time it was they was looking for somebody else. The second time I had called police because there was somebody being a little extra. They took the statement, left, went about their business, talked with respect. Hey, everything was handled respectfully. Never have I ever had an officer come to my door howling, ranting, raving, talking about people need to feel safe. For what? Oh, yeah, so I'm telling this story because y'all need to know if y'all got to put this video everywhere, nobody needs to move to the Lodge at South Point Apartments in Durham, North Carolina, 27713. Yes, I said it. I'm putting it out there, and I don't give a fuck if they don't like it. Try me. I will blast your ass. I will dox the fuck out of you. Everybody gonna see this. And I'll put it on Instagram too. I'll put it all over. Granted, I didn't yell, wasn't howling at the police officer, nothing. I tried to make sense out of what he was saying, but based on his body language, he don't like people that look like me. Read the room. I don't have the complexion for the protection, basically. So all this going on because that new property manager don't like people that look like me or people of color. You ain't got the complexion for the protection, they ain't fucking with you, basically. No matter how good of a tenant you've been, you pay your rent on time. If you're late, you pay everything they ask for. You don't give people no problems. You don't bother nobody. So I'm asking him, okay, what happened? What incident? When did this occur? What man you talking about? If you have it on video, where is it? I need to see this. Because if this is pertaining to somebody that I know or have seen around, you need to make this make sense. Because as of right now, there's no man here. I'm working. You're disturbing my peace. You upsetting me. And you threatening that I could be evicted over some shit that I got nothing to do with and had no knowledge of. I'm like, is this a mistake? Do you have the correct apartments? What's going on? All this time, he's still ranting, raving, talking racist people shit without actually saying racist words or using the N-word. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, if I gotta go to this meeting, what is this about? Well, you need to go to this meeting. I think you need to go to this meeting. For what, sir? What did I do? I'm not responsible for anything that happens at anybody else's apartments. If it's not happening in my apartments, in my door, I have no knowledge of. I am not responsible for what happens across the hall, what happens down the street, what happens next door. That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm not disturbing the peace. So I don't give a damn what the hell going on. It don't pertain to me. So make that shit make sense. Yeah. So here's where the story gets real. I sit down with the racist bitch with the red hair. The other woman in the office. Soon as I sit down, I'm like, okay, is this some type of mistake? What's going on? I know nothing. I'm completely blindsided, clueless. Like, what the fuck going on? Here's how it happened. So on June the 10th, 2024, I sit down, I'm confused. I'm calm, but I'm still confused. I'm kind of scared because I'm like, why? What the going on. Got a mile a minute. 50 different things, thoughts, processes. I sit down. Evil bitch with red hair is like, I should evict you. Da 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 da. And you da da. I'm like, whoa, wait, evict me for what? I'm thinking, okay. I'm like, evict me for what? Now, those that my inner blackness is thinking, bitch, what? What the fuck did I do? I didn't do shit. But I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. Like, what the fuck you talking about is what my mind was thinking. I'm looking at her like, please say something that makes sense, please. Because you just yelling for like 3 to 5 minutes. And I'm like, can you explain what's going on here? And then she's like, well, there was a man and he did this to your neighbor and he was harassing her and flicking her off. And what man? Well, somebody's letting him in the apartment and wait, what? What's going on? Who's harassing who? And there's been domestic violence. Domestic violence about what? I'm not with nobody. And if I'm with somebody, you really think I would let them abuse me? I've already been through 2 abusive relationships years ago is what I'm thinking. Ain't no way in hell. But I'm like, but my mind is like, okay, just let this bitch talk. Let's see if it makes sense. Because if it don't, you know what to fucking do. Flip the script on her ass if you must. So she's still yelling. But the way she's talking, it's like, how can I explain this? You know the difference when somebody is upset, but you know the difference in somebody's tone when they talking down to you like you are beneath them. So that's pretty much how she was talking while yelling. And I'm looking at her like, so I'm here because of something somebody else did that I have no knowledge of. You not telling me who it is. You not telling me what it is. You just yelling and upset. And I'm looking at the other person and I'm like, what's she talking about? So that's when the other girl in the room or the other lady is like, well, there's been reports. What reports? Incidents. What incidents? Of your neighbor and some guy. What guy? Who is it that's been coming around? What guy that's been coming around? Please, do you have a name? I need to know who it is, what they look like. And they're being let in the apartment and they've been harassing the neighbor. I have known none of this. Let in whose apartment? Let in your apartment. And they've been harassing the neighbor and da 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 da. And hold up, wait, what? I have no knowledge of this. Every guest I've had has been respectful. So I haven't had many people over, but everybody I've had over has gone home, mind their business, never had an issue. And believe me, I have had some friends over. You know, I told them to calm down or whatever. Never had an issue with people coming over. Ever. Now all of a sudden, out the blue, you pull this out your ass that it's a man coming over harassing a neighbor. You got it on camera, but you won't let me see what's been going on because even I was confused. And then you telling me there's been reports of domestic violence in my apartment and how you've heard people arguing and fighting. And then when I look at her like, wait a minute, I know the walls are thin. I have heard a couple arguing, but it was so bad on the other side of my apartment. I knew the man's name. The man would go up the stairs, argue with his girlfriend, and she'd be like, Devin, get your ass away from my apartment, you motherfucker. Da, da, da. They would be loud to where I knew the man's name was Devin. I didn't know what apartment number, but it was so bad to where the lady threw his clothes off the balcony. Clothes were scattered everywhere. She bleached some clothes. She burned some clothes. And they would be going at it for weeks. So I'm like, that's not me. That's on the other side. And she's still like, well, you need to control your company and people have the right to feel safe. ma'am, if you got this on camera, I'm looking at her like, and I said this, can I see it? Well, and da da da. Let me see it. I've asked several times. She's never let me see it. And the way she was talking to me made me feel, and she still was kind of talking down to me. Like, and I need to do what? But pay my bills, mind my damn business, and not have to talk to you no more? That's what I need to do. So can you make this shit make sense is what I'm thinking. But you can't talk to those type of people that's non-color like that. So the whole time I'm trying to be calm, she's like, well, and if you know people have issues, and if you hold up, just lying about a bunch of shit. Like, wait a minute. I can only think of one person who she could have been talking about, but they work. They say hello, they come by, and they leave. If I would have seen anybody, anything suspicious, and then you telling me about trash being thrown around and how somebody comes around and they're always drunk, some of my neighbors be partying, they would party their asses off and stumble up the stairs drunk. That ain't my business. I don't mind other people's business. I don't want them minding mine. And some of the neighbors would have their music so loud it would vibrate, shake the walls and the floors. And I looked at her like, so please make it make sense. That woman upset me so bad to where I literally was crying in the office. Literally. I have been trying to get that bitch fired. The only time she wanted to calm down and talk like she had some sense was when I told her. It upset me so bad to when I started crying. So when I was like, tears coming out, physically tears, and I was like, well, you know what? The way I feel, I don't feel safe. I have to move. So at that point, since all this is going on, X, Y, and Z, and I'm reading the room, that's when I was like, oh, okay. Well, let me flip the fucking script. You know that new lease that y'all had me sign before this, that I signed 3 weeks before this incident supposedly happened, that you won't show me any proof of because it's supposed to pertain to me and somebody I know? Well, guess what? Tear up that lease. I'm moving out. I'm giving my 60-day notice today. Well, baby, when I told her I was moving the hell out, that's when she wanted to talk like she had some common sense instead of talking to me like, well, you should be, and you need to be in control of what? You still ain't make sense to me. And I still don't halfway know what you're talking about, is what I'm thinking. But professional me is like, ma'am, I don't feel safe. I want to move because if there's a supposed man going around terrorizing people, harassing people, coming around, and I don't know who it is, guess what? I'm moving out because I don't want them to be harassing me or somebody else. I don't feel safe. What you're telling me makes no sense. Well, honey, when I said that and I started crying and flipped the script on her ass, no, you don't have to move. Well, what, bitch? Yeah. Got your racist ass. You think I'm gonna stay here and you gonna get a dime out of me? And I'm gonna keep paying you this high ass rent? And you gonna be racist as fuck and harass me? Bitch, bye. You can kiss my ass. And take a one-way ticket to with gasoline draws on and burn in hell, is what I was thinking. And when I cry angry tears, you bet your ass I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you are as miserable as you thought you would never be. Long story short, you moved to Durham, people. Don't move there. Have all your ducks in a row. Social services will do what they can, but damn, they move slow. I feel like if this would have happened in Texas like that, they would have moved fast. But because it's North Carolina, you're supposed to sit, wait, and trust the process. I'm trying, but as the shit is piling up, I don't think I want to. I'm telling y'all now, you got a good job, have any ounce of money, got a career, got a job, got 2 jobs, 3 jobs, pieces of jobs, half a job, no job, but you got income coming in. Get it how you live, but don't live there. Do not move to the lodge at South Point's apartments in Durham. Oh yeah, they look real good. Mm-hmm. But you got other issues that they don't tell you about. People, the apartment's like a sitting duck. It's in a good area, but every now and then you have people, strange people, be getting off the bus, breaking into people's cars. You got to worry about that. They built these thin stairs. When I say thin, them bitches is thin. You better try to live on the first floor if you can. Because if you was like me and you was on the 3rd floor, you going up 3 flights of stairs. There's no elevators. None. The water was never that hard when I moved in. I had scalp issues and I couldn't figure out for weeks why. Well, that racist bitch that took over the apartment started adding chemicals to the water. And that water became hard as fuck. That's probably why I'm having some of these excess. My skin is still trying to get back to the way it was. It's going to take time. But yeah, you got those issues. Oh, and expect fees too. Water, sewer, fine. I'm sure that bitch be adding fees on top of shit because she fucking feel like it. So yeah, y'all better think long and hard before you decide to even think about moving to the lodge at South Point Apartments in Durham, North Carolina, zip code 27713. I will not stop reporting their asses. If this gotta go on TikTok, this gotta go on damn Facebook. Well, hell, I might be mindful of damn Facebook because I do have some nosy people that be extra fucking nosy that I don't want to be nosy. If this gotta go on Instagram, I don't give a damn. This needs to go viral. That bitch gotta go. Yeah. Make it make sense to me. Because before she was there, I never had any issues. Never had police. Just randomly harass and talk to me like they ain't got no damn sense. Never had issues. Sure, they might send out an email or two about certain things that's going on. But the way that bitch and that officer was talking to me, I wanted to knock both their heads off and send them rolling like a fucking firecracker. Nobody should be talked to that way. And if so, they don't need to be in management or a police officer. Periods. Make it make sense to me. Hashtag get that bitch fired. And send her on a one-way ticket to hell. Well, love y'all, my fams. If you do view this, just keep in mind what I said. That bitch gotta go. And y'all know me, viewers, I'ma always keep it real. I done told y'all when I done went through stuff about being homeless, being betrayed, domestic violence. Look, this shit must stop. That bitch must be fired. I even reported her ass to Willow Bridge Property Management. So think long and hard before you rent any apartment from if it says Willow Bridge Management, the little advertisement thing that be popping up on YouTube and shit. Think long and hard before you rent an apartment, townhouse, anything that's got to do with their asses. Run the other fucking way. Because they not just in North Carolina, they in other states too. Run the other fucking way. Run. Because I know I'm not the only one that's had issues with their asses. You supposed to be professional, but you want to hire a racist ass bitch? Yeah, fuck you. How about that? Well, that's it, my fams. I'm going to handle some business tomorrow. And best believe when I handle it, them bitches won't know what the fuck hit them. Talk to y'all later, my femmes. Bye.